Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing out there? Woo, we got some tea tonight. This tea is piping hot. It's scalding hot. Y'all. Mm-mm. Lord have mercy. Okay? Wow. Let's see who we got in the house. We got School of Life with Sunny. Hey Terry, Machula, I see you. Grace Life, Sisters Supporting Sisters Ministry. Queen Leandra is in the house. Hey TK. Tracy B, I see you in the house. Hey Marilyn. Sharon Fuller, I see y'all coming in. Thank you so much. My apologies for being just about 5 minutes off right there. I apologize. Honey B, I see you. Hey, Janet. Grace Life, highly favored. We got VIP in the house. Yes, we do. Now, y'all, are y'all sitting here waiting like, are y'all trying to figure out what happened like I was? Listen, y'all. I got some tea, and that tea is piping hot tonight, okay? It is. Queen Leandra, I see Miss Linda Best, Janet Cross. Okay, I see y'all coming in. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Let's see who else we have. Hey, Miss Patrice, we missed you on last week. Hey, Cluster Be Free, I see you. Bella 504. Okay, Queen J, I see you. Thank you so much. Hey, Olga, good to see you in the house. Alicia, I see you. Hey, Jenna. All right, all right. Let's see who else we have. We got Miss Pamela Smith. Hello, Wake Up with God. I know that's right. Mrs. KN, Cecilia Owens. Hey, Christina. Hey, girl. Let's see. We got Tanny Loves People. I know that's right. Vladdy Vision, I see you. Thank you so much. Good to see you in the house. Kay, is it Kai? Hey, Laura. Cheryl Spark. Stardust, I see you in the house. Hey, Keisha. Thank you, Miss Patrice. You are awesome. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. I see you on the Cash App. Thank you. Hey, Sammy. We got, hold up, y'all. Let me see. Okay, Petra. Hey, Blessed Butterfly. Tawana. Okay, Love and Happiness. I see you. Hey, Liz, Earth Angel, Brian. He said, we heard. I know that's right. Oh, thank you, Terry. My Terry. God bless you, sis. God bless you. I see you on the Cash App. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a support to the channel. Let's see. We have a Genuine Indian. I see. Okay, Bernard Lane, Daughter of the King. Hey, Tawana. Ann Travick. Laura. Hey, Laura. Max Potential is in the house. Okay, Patricia. Alma. Joe. Hey, girl. Hey, JoJo. Hey, girl. Good to see you in the house. My girl BJ. That's my sis right there. Hey, Taylor Foxx. Isn't she lovely? Before we get into the tea, where are my October birthdays? Because we cannot move forward without wishing our October birthdays a happy birthday. Where y'all at in the house? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Where are my October birthdays? I know y'all in the house. Hey, to my October birthdays. Go potty. Go potty. She don't want to. Wherever October birthday. Hey, Kim says hers is on the 21st. Okay, Derek Higgins. Let's put some birthday cakes in the chat form. Hold on. Let me see if I can find some birthday cakes. Oh, we got some. Oh, I got some birthday cakes. I got some parties. Oh, here we go, y'all. Thank you so much, my Terry. There you go. Hey, Tawana. Yep. Who else we got? Who else we have in here? Birthdays. Birthdays. Oh, thank you. Y'all see the birthday? Y'all see the birthday stuff going up? Isn't that nice? We got our people in. Okay, so we got, who else? No more birthdays? Where the rest of the birthdays? Oh, Marie said hers was October 1st. Okay, well, happy belated birthday. Hey, Megan. Jacqueline Brown. Okay, so we got Cluster Be Free. Karen, y'all make sure y'all check her channel out too. Oh, thank you, Christina. Y'all put some cakes in the chat. That's so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, y'all. Okay, so let's go ahead and wish our October babies a happy birthday. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's get, where are they? There they are. Okay. Y'all ready? Let's sing happy birthday to our October babies. Y'all ready? Let's go. Let's get it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to our October babies. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, y'all. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Come on, y'all. Happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Woo! All right, all right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Enjoy your month long of celebration. You deserve it. You deserve it. The Lord deserves it, doesn't he? He deserves all the praise, the glory, and the honor. All right, all right. So let's get to the topic tonight. Y'all ready for the tea? Y'all put some teacups in the chat if you're ready for the tea. Lord have mercy. I got to ask a question. Because y'all finna, listen, if y'all like me, y'all wanted to know what the heck happened. What in the world happened in the world of stardom that did to Mr. Diddy? Well, okay, y'all got the teacups in there? All right. This tea is piping hot tonight. All right, so here we go. How many of y'all was sitting there asking, what happened? What happened? Did y'all see? Did y'all ask, like, what happened? Well, who did? This was the number one question that I asked when the story broke, okay? This is what I asked. Who in the world did Diddy, who did he piss off? Who did he tick off? If you ask that question, put a 1 in the chat. Because we know he was doing nonsense. Do you know they always was talk about ain't no party like a Diddy party? You know, they always talk about a Diddy party. I was trying to figure out. So y'all was wondering that too. Y'all was wondering who? Yeah, that was my number one thing. Like, Diddy, what you do? What did you? Who did you tick off? Because whoever you ticked off, you really did it. Let's go with the timeline. Drum roll. We dramatic tonight because this tea is crazy. So I was having a conversation with my brother, right? And I was asking him, I said, well, wait a minute. I said, now, all of this stuff jumping off with Diddy, I want to understand what happened. Like, who did Diddy, like, who did he ticked somebody off? Who did he do it to? And look, and Genuine Indian already come to tell about his Masonic handlers. Don't play with them. Don't play with them because they will do you every time. See, y'all know when you deal with a person like this, now let me start off by saying this. The information that's going to be communicated on my channel is strictly my opinion. There may be some conspiracy theory in here. There may be a whole lot of what I feel like is my opinion. Okay. This is what I have perceived from the information that I got. Okay. And that I have researched on the internet. And y'all know it's 50 million videos floating all over the place about what's going on. So we're going to talk about tonight who he ticked off, what I'm perceiving happened in the situation. And did y'all hear about the freak offs? I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna break that down for y'all. Hey, Sharon, I see you. Hey, Strategy X, Joe Chosen, Conita J, I see y'all coming in. I'm gonna break down to y'all what the spiritual component is behind these freak offs, okay? Because trust and know that these parties were just not any old kind of parties. These parties were carefully planned, articulated, and he even said it himself. So I'm going to give y'all the spiritual backdrop to that. I'm going to show y'all, I'm going to tell y'all how this happens and why he had to do those parties in the way that he did them, okay? Because remember, all of these people in Hollywood that claim that they are, you know, they are multimillionaires and multi-billionaires, they are out in the public. Because let me tell y'all something. Can I tell y'all a little secret? The people that got all the money. Y'all hear me? The people that got all the money, the ones that's puppeteering these ones that y'all see, the ones that's got multi-trillions in their accounts, y'all don't see them. You don't see them. They're not out before the people. Okay? You're not going to ever see them. They got too much money to be out. For what? For what? So they used all of these little handlers, Diddy and all of the ones that are around them. Remember, y'all, R. Kelly got locked up on a documentary. They made a documentary about what R. Kelly was doing. The feds opened up the case on him, locked him straight up. Okay? All right. So all they need to do, and all you can, and you got to see it for what it is. All they need to do is open up Pandora's box. Let me go here. Remember when Bill Cosby wanted to buy NBC, what they do to Bill? Everybody and their mother came out against Bill. Okay? Everybody had something to say. I'm talking about woman after woman after woman after woman coming after Bill. Okay? See, the thing that you don't do, if they give you a little bit, they give you a few $100 million, or you make it over to billionaire status, sit your behind down, especially if you shut up. Keep your mouth closed and play with the multi-millions that they gave you. Don't go over there trying to own stuff. Because when you go over there trying to own stuff, that's when you go mess up. And that's what happened to Diddy. Not only is he an extreme narcissist, but see, this is what happens to people that have what they call that Machiavellianism. You know what I'm saying? That God complex, you untouchable, can't nobody touch you. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody touch you. You all of that. Go potty. Hold on, y'all. Let me let her out. Give me just a second. she gonna have her little playground out on the out on the patio. All right, y'all. Okay, so when they give you something, you take what they give you, and you don't ask. You don't try to go against them, because you got to remember now, at the end of the day, who wrote your paycheck. All right, so here we go. Now, back in, let me make sure that I have the information pulled up that I want to give you guys. Okay, so back in March, or actually it was May of last year, did y'all hear about that lawsuit that happened with Diddy and the brand Ciroc, right? Ciroc and De Leon tequila. Hi, Mr. McCann. Hey, honey, how you doing? Y'all, he done stopped in and paid us a visit. Let me put some hearts in the chat for him. Hey. Hi, darling. You gonna hang out with us for a minute tonight? Y'all throw some hearts in the chat for him. We gotta get into this. We gotta get into this thing right here. Woo, y'all. Listen. Yes. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Janelle said, yep. Okay, so you remember. Okay. So apparently he filed a lawsuit against Diageo, okay? Is the parent company of Ciroc, back in May 2023, okay? That was last year. Okay, follow me. Highly favored, thank you so much. God bless you. We got our VIP in the house. Okay, so he filed that lawsuit May 2023. Now, what he was alleging in the lawsuit, this is what made him mad right here. So what he alleged in the lawsuit was this. He got upset because he said that they were not putting into the campaign what they said that they were going to do. He said that basically, oh, that's so sweet. He said that basically what they were doing was marketing those liquors that he was being ambassador for, which was Ciroc and De Leon tequila, but mostly Ciroc was what Diddy was being the ambassador for. Okay, he was saying that they did not give Ciroc and De Leon the same marketing and promotion as other brands in its portfolio. He also alleged that marketed Ciroc and De Leon as urban brands rather than for the general market. Now, let me tell you what this means business-wise, okay? Because in business, this is huge, okay? Because y'all know that's my specialty. I got a business degree and I love business. Okay. So when you put a product out on the market, if you market that product as like an urban type brand, or if you're going to put it in a specific market, most of us, that if you're going to create a brand, or if you're brand ambassador for a brand, you're getting 60 million. He was getting 60 million annually, y'all, for being a brand ambassador. Okay. He did not own Ciroc. Ciroc was not attached to Diddy's empire. He was just a highly paid employee. So he was, making 60 million a year for being their brand ambassador. But whenever you're marketing a product, you want to get your product out to every market that it could appeal to. Well, what he alleged in the lawsuit was that they were only putting this product in urban neighborhoods and urban stores where only like urban type people could buy it, as opposed to putting it in the general market. Because when you put it in the general market, okay, so like here in California, we got grocery stores. We have like Ralph's. We have like, we have Albertsons. We have Stater Brothers. We have, I think there's some other stores up north, different stores. But then there's a store, especially down here, that we have called Gilson's, Gelson. Okay. Gilson's is a very high-end market. You only see Gilson's in neighborhoods where these people, the median income in these neighborhoods are probably $700,000 to $800,000. Okay, that's where you gonna see Gilson's. You're gonna see Gilson's in very affluent neighborhoods. So what Diddy was alleging is that basically they were marketing the Ciroc brand and the De Leon tequila as a urban liquor, or in the urban markets. It wasn't getting that exposure in the general market. Now, when it comes to money, that's huge, because you're looking at urban markets where people, sometimes they may be able to afford it. You know, you may get a good clientele in the urban market, but if you get that product into the general market, you could probably double your profits. Well, they had other products that they had in the general market, according to him, and they weren't giving these products that he was brand ambassador for what he felt like their due exposure was. Okay. So he said they treated Ciroc and De Leon as inferior products. This is what he alleged in his lawsuit. He said limited distribution of Ciroc and De Leon to urban neighborhoods. So it says here, so these were the things that he alleged in the lawsuit. Now, this is what happened. That see, one thing that you don't do, and these liquors were actually owned by, I think it's a company over in Europe. Why you want to go over there and mess with them people in Europe? Why? I'm just like, are you crazy? These people paying you $60 million a year, and you really over there. See, this is why the Bible says it's the love of money that's the root of all evil. They paying you $60 million a year to be a high-paid brand ambassador. Shut your mouth, take your $60 million, and nobody probably would have never learned about your freak offs and everything else you're doing, right? So he goes his behind over there to his attorneys. They draw up this paperwork and they allege all of this stuff, in the lawsuit. Well, there must have been some actual merit to what was happening. Why? Because the Ciroc and De Leon, that company that owned them, they said, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to settle this lawsuit for an undisclosed amount. Now, people are speculating that it was probably over $1 billion that they settled with Diddy for. Now, here's the thing. Now, listen, whenever you go and you become he did love and happiness. He did it to himself. I'm sorry, y'all. And it's the love of money. I'm telling you, is the root of all evil. So whenever you become a brand ambassador in business, it is customary when you enter into a contract. Like if I had a product and I was going to market that product and I was bringing in a brand ambassador, what it is it's customary to sit down with the person that you want to be your brand ambassador. You're going to have an interview with them. You're going to ask them, listen, is there anything in your past? Is there anything that we need to know about before we enter into this brand contract with you that could possibly hurt our brand, or that could bring, some type of, contention, or maybe a lawsuit or anything? Is there anything that we need to know about your past that could possibly, cause unwanted attention to us and our brand? So, that Diddy probably sat him. Now, this is my speculation right here, and this is my channel, so I can do that. He done sat his behind down there and probably told him, yeah, well, there is this one video that they had of me, having a altercation, in a hallway at a hotel with, my girl and I, we got into it, we had a little scuffle or whatever, and he probably told him, yeah, it was back in 2016, whatever, or however. or whenever it went down. I think it was 2016. So he probably told him he had a few little, things that happened. Or I think the video might have actually went down before then. But anyway, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Put it in the chat. When that I think it aired last year, but I think it actually happened in 2016. But anyway, they will ask you, and if anything ever comes up when you are with the brand that you need to tell them about that could possibly get you into trouble, or you done got in some hot water somewhere, you gonna need to talk about that. Okay, that's usually in the contract. Okay, because that's to protect the brand, to protect the person, and all parties involved. Now, so when he brought this lawsuit against them, y'all know that these people, when you're dealing with people and their money, people don't like it when they feel like you trying to really take advantage of a situation. Now, Diddy brought this lawsuit against them and told them, not only am I going to sue you, but in this whole deal, I want to make an offer to buy Ciroc and De Leon. Where you come from now? You come from Harlem? You from the streets of Harlem? Okay. And your mama was Janice and your daddy was who? Okay. And your daddy went to the military and then he came back from, I'm telling y'all, this is what happened. His daddy went to the military. Okay. Y'all can look it up. Daddy went to the military, came back. Daddy became a dope dealer. Okay. Now he tried to say that he was on the same level as Frank Lucas, but he wasn't on that level, but he was still, he was pushing dope in the streets is what the information says on the internet. So he over there, he's from Harlem. You didn't really come from nothing like that, but you want to sue our company. We paying you $60 million a year to be a brand ambassador. You want to sue our company because you feel like we are not marketing this product the way you want us to market it, because it's our product. We just hired you to be a brand ambassador. So you really don't have no say in it. But Diddy was alleging also in the suit, watch this. This is what really got him, is that they was doing all of this because they was being racist. And it probably was, to be honest with you. It probably was. They probably were being a little bit like that. Because it's their brand, they can do whatever they want to do with the liquor. Listen, we didn't ask you to come and tell us how to do. We just asked you to be the face of the, this is what we asked you to do. But now you're going to get up here and try to tell us how to market it, and then going to turn around and call us racist on top of that. All right. And you want to buy this thing from us? They told him no. What happens when you tell a narcissist no? I want somebody to throw that in the chat. Can somebody tell us, when you tell a narcissist no, what happens? What happened when you tell a narc no? When you tell them no, they gonna cut the huckabuck on your behind. They hate that. Come on, Grace Life. They hate it. They hate it. You don't tell a narcissist no. You don't do that. Listen, and he was probably going against some that had way more money than he did and way more power than he did. So he tell him he want to buy the brand. Since y'all gonna do the brand like that, and y'all don't want to put it in the regular market, and y'all don't want to, and this is how y'all want to market it, and y'all and I could be getting way more money than I'm getting. I'm only getting 60 million a year. Sir, you getting $60 million a year to just get up there and shoot a few commercials about this here brand, sir. You getting 60 million for that. And you finna go over there and do what? Okay, you done stirred up a hornet's nest, you nut job, is what you just did. So they told him no, you can't buy the brand. And What they said was, they basically said, okay, we're going to go ahead and settle with you. He filed a lawsuit in May of last year. When did Cassie break up with Diddy? Let's see. I believe that was around 2018 that Cassie broke up with Diddy. Let's go ahead and let's check the record. Let's check the record and see. Let's see when she did that. Let's see. We're going to check. Let's check it out. Okay, so word is on the street that Cassie and Diddy broke up in October of 2018. That's when they broke up. All right. So you mean to tell me they broke up in October of 2018 and it took her all the way to November of 2023 to file a suit against him? Baby, let me tell you what happened. This is my speculation, okay? Because this is where, let me tell you what happened. This nut job filed a suit, tried to buy these people out of their liquor brand. Why didn't you just go create your own liquor brand? Why didn't you just do that? Well, he didn't want to do that because Jay-Z had done that. And he wanted to have more money than Jay-Z. See, because if he had been able to buy Ciroc and De Leon tequila, that would have put him over the billionaire status. I'm talking about probably in about 5 to 6, maybe 10 billion. Okay. He would have really, because he took the brand from losing 40 million a year to now actually gaining. And now he was going, he was really going to be able to profit from that. So let me tell you, he filed that lawsuit on him. Remember, whenever you have something go on with a brand and you are a brand ambassador and you do something while you're employed with that brand, you're going to have to go and report that to that brand. Let me tell you what them Anglo white men over there did. I ain't mad at them. It's business. It's business. It just is what it is. You don't piss off people like that. You don't in business, you gotta be smart. You gotta be savvy. Sometimes you got to be shrewd, but you gotta be smart about what you do. And you better know who your opponent is, because if you don't understand the market and you don't understand your competition or your opponent or who you're going up against, it could mean it could be bad for you. Okay. These people, they say, all right, he done told us that situation happened and that tape got some pretty damaging information on him. They done called up and they bought the tape. They bought that tape. Yeah, they did. They bought the tape. That tape of him doing what he did in that hallway right there. They bought the tape. Now this what they can't nobody make me believe anything other than this. Because this right here just happened. It just was too methodical. It was everything just was dropping on point. Okay. They bought the tape. They dropped the tape and aired it. I think that tape aired, was it a month before Cassie filed her lawsuit? Y'all help me out. Was it a month before she filed her lawsuit? See, the tape had to be aired first. Who had the rights to the tape? Because he didn't air it. Who had the rights to the tape? It was a month. Grade A said a month. So they bought the tape from the Intercontinental, because I think that was the hotel that owned that footage right there. They bought the tape, dropped it about a month before Cassie dropped her lawsuit. They called Cassie up, said, listen, we got that tape. And we want you to know that we were just taken back. We were just really like, wow. We couldn't believe what we saw. Now, this what I believe. This is what I believe now. This is conspiracy theory. This is what I believe. Okay, this is what I believe happened. We got that tape. We saw it, and we were just, it was deplorable what happened to you. And we want to let you know that we are so very sorry. And we are paying this person, and he's on our payroll. But I want you to know that that doesn't have anything to do with our brand, because you know we got to protect our brand. We got to call up the victim, and we got to protect our brand. Oh, it's just business. It's business. We want you to know that that has no bearing on us and our brand. This is not something that we condone. We're really sorry about what happened. And I tell you what, if you want to file a lawsuit, or if there's anything that's going to come out of this, we will make sure that you are taken care of. Did y'all hear that? I'm sure that's the way it went down, or something similar to that. Okay. The tape dropped first. Cassie gets a call. Because prior to that, Cassie didn't have the courage to come out. What gave her the courage to say something? The fact that the tape was owned by somebody bigger than Diddy. Okay? The fact that the tape was owned by somebody that had more power and more money than Diddy. They told that girl, they told that woman, we will make sure that you're taken care of. Wait. So when Cassie got all the information together and turned the tapes and the cell phones over to the feds, when she filed that lawsuit, that's all she needed to do. And these people knew that. And guess what, y'all? Are any of y'all wondering why Homeland Security got the case? Put a 2 in the chat if y'all wonder, why didn't the FBI get the case? What happened? You mean to tell me Homeland Security is the one that's investigating this case? Why wasn't it the FBI? All right, so y'all wondering that? Okay, so let me tell you. There was some mess that went down back in, I believe it was the between 2006, 2010, back in that area. Okay. Now, come to find out, word is on the street is that, and one of the bodyguards that was driving Diddy around this time, that he was supposedly going back and forth to the FBI building. The reasons Homeland Security got the investigation this time is because they tried to get him trumped up on charges years ago that was similar to some stuff that we're hearing now. Okay? But watch this. It wouldn't stick because there was some compromise in the case, because apparently, from what the word is on the street, Diddy was an FBI informant. I'm just saying, it's all out there on the internet. He was an FBI informant. So they knew when this thing dropped, them gentlemen over there in Europe, they said, nah, you can't get this to the FBI because the FBI is tainted. He done been working with them. He know folks over there that he know he can get people paid off right there. This can't go to the FBI. This here got to go to some other entity. Well, Homeland Security can investigate. They can prosecute. All of that, you know, it's just the different entities that they use. But Homeland Security is usually, that's usually handling cases that are coming from, you know, immigration, you know, people trying to do things in airports and, you know, federal crimes of aviation and different things like. You mean Homeland Security is handling ex trafficking and all of this kind of case? Why? But that's why they couldn't give it to the feds. They couldn't give it to the FBI because they were afraid that the FBI was going to be compromised again. Okay. So these people, so what happened was Cassie, so that is why you see Homeland Security on it and not the FBI. Y'all, this thing is crazy. So now they done call her You know they done drop. Okay, this is not representative of our brand. I know he's our brand ambassador. I mean, this right here is normal protocol for them to do something like this. Okay, it is normal protocol, because as soon as they brought that tape and it hit the market, okay, they released that tape. At that point, this brand that he was working for had a legal duty and obligation to step forward and say something to her. Okay, because at that point, Diddy is still their brand ambassador. Okay, but what about this? How is it that Cassie filed that lawsuit in November? I think it was November of last year. Do y'all know that 24 hours after she filed that lawsuit, she had a $30 million check cut to her? 30 million. 30. 30. Now, wait a minute. How in the world did she get, and guess what? Diddy didn't have nothing to do with that check being cut to her. The brand that he was representing made sure that she was paid. Because you're not about to let a tape like this drop. They had the rights to the tape, because Diddy didn't, he didn't release it. They bought the tape. But they done leaked it. So we're going to leak this tape. And guess what? We're going to make sure that we call her and say, we got the tape. And if you want to bring charges, we'll make sure you pay too, because we don't condone this type of activity. Okay? Oh, but we didn't hear none of that in the news, did we? And he was so stupid. You trying to go back and forth with them, calling them racist and everything. They giving you $60 million. Shut up and go somewhere and sit down with your $60 million. Some people don't see that in 3 lifetimes. You know what I'm saying? But it's the love of money. That's the root of all evil. So did y'all ever wonder why in the world, after she filed that lawsuit, that she had a $30 million check paid to her 30 days later? Didn't y'all think that was strange? Put a 1 in the chat if that raised a brow or 2 with you as well. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me go ahead and put my 1 in the chat, because that show raised a brow with me. I was like, wait, what? She filed a lawsuit and he didn't even ask no questions? Here's a $30 million check? You mean to tell me we ain't going to argue this thing? We're not going to argue it. We ain't going to go to court on it. Like none of that. Like we're not going to do any of that. Listen. None of that. Now, here's the deal. So that happened in November of last year. Because y'all got to know that Cassie, how in the world did she not say anything from 2018 to 2023? She wasn't going to say nothing. She was scared of him. Them people call her up. Listen, we know all about what happened. That nut, Sean Combs, went over there and he done ran up into a harness nest, baby. He ran up against the wrong somebody. You gonna go over there talking mess to these people, telling them about you want to buy their brand, and they want you don't get to tell them what to do with their product. They just hired you to be the face of the brand. So what? They don't want to do that. And you're probably right. They might just be marketing it in urban spots because that's what they want to do. How you going to tell them what to do with their liquor? You just need to get your check and go on to the pad. He didn't want that. Because remember now, Jay-Z had already released his brand called, what is that brand that he has? That liquor that Jay-Z has. It's Douce. So now, Jay-Z got Douce. Diddy think he running with Jay-Z. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this. I'm gonna get this Ciroc and this De Leon, I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. That's gonna put me way past my counterparts. No, you're not. Not only are you not gonna buy it, but them guys over there, not only are you not gonna buy it, but you done messed with the wrong one, because we was already paying you so and so from Harlem, New York, come from nothing. Okay, you ain't yet. What type of wealth has your family had? You come from nothing, and you don't have royalty in your bloodline and none of that, and you gonna come over here and try to tell us how to run our brand and call us racist when we paying you $60 million a year to be the face of the brand? Okay, we're gonna show you something. We're gonna show you what time it is. So the lawsuit got wrapped up January of 2024, this year. See, when Cassie got paid, Diddy was still the face of the brand. Okay, so they wanted to make sure that this woman got her stuff, and I'm sure that's the way that it happened, because it's business, y'all. If you got a brand ambassador and your person did something to somebody, and you don't want to take the heat for that, you gonna try to figure out some type of way to make yourself look good in the situation, because we see that this person has done this horrible thing, and even though it was years ago, he still want one of their employees now. So they're gonna try to do whatever they can to make the situation right. It is what it is, right? Now, all of that right there is why you see Diddy in this is my speculation, right? According to all of the tapes that I've looked at on the internet and what I've read and researched about this issue, Diddy, he ran up against the wrong folk. See, these narcissists, they think they can do anything to anybody. They think that they can just, they can do it how they want to do it. They can just, they just they got control of everything. Okay, that's what they think, because he just, he thought he had been on camera telling people about his freak off parties and all of this and everything else. Baby, them folks don't care nothing about that. Matter of fact, what they gonna do, all they needed to do was get one person to speak out. And baby, them feds opened Pandora's box on his behind. And honey, that's why you see all of this stuff happening the way that it is, because he done went up against the wrong one. So now let's move on over to these freak off parties. He done had some of everybody up in there. And some of the tapes, some of the audio tapes that was leaked was so explicit, I won't even play them on the channel, y'all. They was disgusting. Okay, they really were. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, this man is having these freak off parties, and he's inviting all of these people, from Justin Bieber to Usher to all of these high profile. They even say Oprah was one of the ones. Tyler Perry. They just all of these high names, right? Going to all of these big A-list celebrities, Jay-Z and Beyonce, all of that, right? At these freak off parties. Now, there's a spiritual backdrop behind why Puffy does the things that he does. How many of y'all in the chat heard about the freak off parties? Did y'all hear about it? How many of y'all heard about Mary J. Obama's? Yep. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all heard about the freak off parties. Let me see what my audience look like. Okay, so y'all heard about the freak out parties? Okay. So this is what happens when you are in entertainment in Hollywood. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, this stuff right here might get a little gruesome, and I'm gonna try to be as classy with it as I possibly can, but I gotta tell you the truth about what happens, okay? when you enter into contracts with the enemy, okay, witchcraft, sorcery, for power, for money. They got pictures of Diddy sitting in front of a big old amethyst crystal with a big, some type of big tub with a big old thing of sage in it, where he had been burning sage. Okay, first of all, sage is not gonna run the demons away; they gonna run to it. First thing, are y'all wondering how in the world, those of you that heard about those freak off parties, put a 2 in the chat if y'all was wondering, how would a person, how could they bring themselves to do the stuff that they were, that was alleged in these freak off parties? Put a 2 in the chat if you just was like, how does a person do that? Like, what in the world would cause a person to do this kind of stuff? Okay, so y'all want to know. Okay, good. Okay, so let me tell you what happens. The industry has had a history of having darkness around it for many years. Okay, we know that the enemy himself is the prince of the power of the air in this world. There is no power that's greater than the power in the airwaves on this earth. No power but God himself. Okay, that's the only power that is greater than the power that runs through these airwaves. So in order for a person to bring themselves to that place where they can have orgies, where he talked about having, and the videos talked about all of the different illicit drugs that were there and substances that were being used, turning the air off in the place and keeping it extra warm in there so the substances can work more so in the system of the people that were there. First of all, this person that will orchestrate something like that, because he orchestrated these parties and he did it often. A person that is inclined to do such, their conscience has been removed. Let me tell you how that happens. They sign these contracts for wealth, power, fame, fortune. In the contract, it will tell them, you have to get this many VIRGINS. But watch, I'm going to give you another word. HOLES. And when I say that, we're not talking about the female one where you got the hymen right there. We're talking about the one back there. Okay. Because that's how the occult works. It works back. Yeah. Off of that. Because that one back there is called the mouth of Hasatan, or Satan. Okay. This is how people's purpose and destinies are stolen from them. This is why it's so important that that particular orifice is engaged at all times during these types of events. Okay. Right? That particular area. So what happens is when they draw up these contracts, these nut jobs agree to basically become slaves. That's why we call them puppets, because they're slaves. They're doing the dirty bidding of these demonic entities for the money and the pain, the fame and the power, right? But they got to do it the way that they tell them to do it. So these people send them over after they sign these contracts. A lot of times what they'll do is they'll fly them to another country, or sometimes they'll do it here. Take them to a ritual. Y'all heard about Diddy's infamous white parties. Yeah, it's something with that white. Okay. Most of the time, or a lot of times, and I haven't heard of them using another color. They take them over, do the ritual. They're dressed in white. They take them, put them in a room or wherever they're going to do the ritual, remove all the clothing, give them what they call a spiritual bath. Okay. A spiritual bath. Now, what they tell the person is that this is going to protect you, give you spiritual protection of your ancestors, all of this, this is what you need to do in order to, solicit the protection of your ancestors, the gods and goddesses that you work for. This is how we bring them into your situation. These are the lies that they tell them. But what they're really doing is they're stripping them of their conscience or any God nature that they would have in them, any type of conscience that would say to them, you've gone too far, don't do that. Stop. That's too much. No, no, no. The conscience has to be stripped, because otherwise, how you just going, if you those of us that are in this room that's got sense, we're not going to just go and be like, have a party like that, because we going to think this is crazy. Like, why would I want to do? So a person that does this type of stuff, they have already been stripped of their conscience, and they have demonic forces. When they do these spiritual baths, they remove that God conscience and fill them with other entities. That's how it happens. And then they tell them, this is called your spiritual help. They're going to help you. These are your helpers. That's what they tell them. These are your helpers. They help you. And then they, all of the strange activity, the paranoia, the paranormal activity around them. Oh, those are your ancestors that are just around you, doing all of these different things. So you see them go back after they do all of that. They go back and they are able to do all of these, and they can do the parties over and over and over, and they can see all of these different people, and some of the people are getting actually assaulted in these situations. It doesn't bother them, because when your conscience has been stripped away from you, this is what happens. You don't care. You're like, hey, we came to party. What Katt Williams said, you got to tell him no. You got to tell him, you got to tell Diddy no. Katt Williams said he turned down $50 million 4 times to protect that virgin, back there. Yeah. But this is what is required. Okay. See, when you look at the industry, you see music, you see fame, you see fortune. Why do you think the award shows are getting darker and darker every year? They're not even hiding it anymore. They're having whole rituals on the stages. They're not hiding it anymore. They're showing you, this is what we do. And if you gonna be a part of our world, this is what you gonna do too. Because this how we party. This how we party. So that's why you see, or you've heard these parties be as wild and crazy as they have, because he don't have a conscience. And when you have a person that has no conscience and all they think about is money, and all they thinking about is pleasing their handlers, because you gotta know that Jay-Z, Beyonce, Diddy, R. Kelly, all of them have handlers. They got handlers. They just puppets. The people that's really running them, you will never see them behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, you're not gonna see them. But this is why when you heard about all of the nonsense that was happening at those freak off parties, This is an extreme narcissist that now has been given the power over this record label, promising all of these young artists like Justin Bieber, a lot of these. He promised Cassie that he was going to make her career, this and that. How many of y'all remember Making the Band? He did them people in Making the Band so terrible. It was awful. Freddie Rock never got over what Diddy did to him. I mean, this man was ready to off his life switch, his own life switch. I mean, he really did a number to them. Y'all, he did, I mean, whatever Mace saw, y'all remember Mace? When Mace, because Mace, he came up under Bad Boy label too. Whatever it was that Mace saw in all of those dealings with Diddy, it ran Mace back to Jesus. He was like, and that's what one of the tapes said. One of the videos said, whatever, that he had been with Puffy for, whatever amount of time, they said that all that he had seen and experienced in that thing, it led him on a spiritual journey. Mace went and became a whole pastor, which I have been in clubhouse rooms with Mace, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. This man is a powerful. First of all, let me just tell you, he has a prophetic anointing that is second to none. If y'all have never heard him preach or talk, the man has so much wisdom, and I'm blessed to be in some of his clubhouse rooms. Matter of fact, I'm a moderator in some of I think it's one of the. He has a couple different rooms, but one of the rooms. He asked me to be a moderator, and there were several other of us that, we all have similar opinions, but it's amazing, because when you have that amount of wisdom, I'm surprised that he was ever even like with Diddy in any type of whatever. I'm just really surprised about that, because I told him, I said, you have an amazing amount of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and even of the scriptures. Mace is cold, y'all. If you really ever listen to him on an interview and listen to him speak, you will know that this man is definitely called by God. He really is. But all of the stuff that he had gone through and all of the stuff that he had seen, y'all know Diddy, he owed Mace money. Left him without checks, didn't pay him, and then turned around and said Mace owed him. But that's what narcissists do. They lie. They lie about everything. You know what I'm saying? Narcissists gonna lie about everything. So Mace went on a spiritual journey, and he was like, listen, I gotta break away from this, because this is crazy. This is crazy. And that's what it is. It is seducing spirits and everything. Have y'all ever wondered why in the world was Diddy always out on a yacht? Why was he always out on a yacht? Them yacht parties. All out there on the water. On the yachts. Every time you see Jay-Z and Beyonce, you seeing them out on a yacht somewhere. There you go. I got some woke people up in here. Y'all ain't playing. I got some woke folks up in here. That's why. Got the marine spirits out there on that water. Got the marine spirits out there on that water. The intensity of what they feel, because when you're embodied with these spirits, the sirens are mermaid spirits. That's what they're called, grade A. Mm-hmm. They're called sirens. You know that emblem, the logo for Starbucks, that's a siren. That what you're seeing right there is a siren. It's like one of these over glorified mermaids, like the upper echelon, I guess, of the mermaids, the siren spirit. But when you have those entities that embody a person, when they go out on the water, they can feel the intensity even more. Why? Because they out there in that energy field with them spirits. They love it. They love being out there on the water. It makes them feel like it intensifies that that help or whatever they feel like that thing is that they can control until they see that it's out of control. Yeah, when they having all of those dark days and then having to go taking their behinds over there to a psychiatrist to medicate them habits that they start to have because they got some dark entities in there that's causing them to do some stupid stuff. Yeah, that part. So that's why, you see them out there on the water like that. They love being out there on the water, those yacht parties and everything. So yeah, Mace took that spiritual journey, left Puffy. He got on up out of there. Now, y'all remember what happened to Jamie Foxx? This was cold-blooded right here. Y'all remember what happened to Jamie Foxx? Remember how he had that health scare? Messed Jamie up. Messed him up. Jamie just recently came out and said, now, Jamie used to party with Diddy. Word is on the streets. Y'all can go look it up. Everything that I'm telling you, go look it up. Jamie used to, except for how I drew out that timeline. Now, that's mine. That's mine. If y'all see somebody else talking about, I ain't heard nobody draw it out like that. So if y'all see somebody else draw it out like that, y'all better come and tell me, because I ain't seen nobody draw that timeline out like that. I ain't seen them put the pieces together like that. Okay? I ain't seen them put the pieces together like that. But Jamie came out and said recently that what happened to him, he felt like it was an attempt on his life. Yeah, he did. He used to party with Diddy. He stopped going to his parties. He said it got wild. It got too crazy. Basically just kind of left that whole scene alone. Because, Jamie used to party back in the day. They talked about how he was. You know what I'm saying? How he used to have, women all over the place and everything like that. So, yeah, so he stopped partying with them. Now, the thing about it is this. Whenever you get accepted into those elite circles, this is what happens. It's almost like a mafia type situation. It's almost like a gang type situation. So when you get accepted in those types of circles, you just can't leave. You can't just disappear. You can't do that because you have been exposed to secrets. You've been exposed to activities and all types of things that, other people may not have been exposed to or whatever. Some stuff. So you can't just be like walking away. How you doing that? You can't just walk away from that. But if you do, then there are repercussions behind that. So from what was reported, Jamie was shooting a movie, or basically they were shooting a movie, and he had to have, from what I heard, it was some type of vaccine that he was supposed to take before they did wherever they were supposed to go or whatever they had to do with this particular movie. Said as soon as he took the whatever it was, the vaccine or whatever, they said immediately, like whatever this thing was, caused him to basically drop right there. They had to call the ambulance, get medical attention. They said that if he can't, is what he said, you can't leave. Just saying, you can't. And if you do, you better leave with the protection of the Most High. You better leave with the protection of the Most High. Okay? Because if you don't, you're going to be in some serious trouble. So anyway, so they got him medical attention. Y'all know that it was a really big scare. His family kept it under wraps. Nobody really said anything. Everybody was real quiet, tight-lipped about what was happening. He came out, and from what I hear, he said that he felt like it was an attempt on his life. And then they said that it was believed that because he no longer associated himself with Diddy. Now, the conspiracy was that they felt like he probably had something to do with what happened with Jamie, because Jamie had information, which is not uncommon. Cassie talked about, in I guess what was alleged in the paperwork, talked about how Diddy would often laugh and talk about how he wanted to get rid of his opposers or his competition or people that would, was in opposition with him. When I say get rid of them, I'm talking about off their life switch, like Pac. If you don't know, now you know. Okay, because it came out in these tapes too, that it was alleged that he had something to do with that, because Pac didn't like Diddy. He didn't like him. Matter of fact, he called him out and said something about he was questioning Diddy's his orientation, his sexual orientation. Pac was questioning it back then when it wasn't cool. Okay? It wasn't cool for you to have any other orientation but a hetero for a hip hop artist. Come on now. A hip hop artist you couldn't be alleged of having any other type of orientation but hetero. Not back then. Thank you so much, Robin. God bless you. Thank you for your generous super chat, sis. Thank you so much. You couldn't have, no, you couldn't have that going on. So when he alleged that angered him. He was like, oh, so you gonna jump out there and say this? So y'all know there was a whole lot of speculation around what happened, that some of the tapes, but what I will say is that a lot of the videos that talk about what happened between him and Pac, a lot of the information is the same, which led me to believe that it's probably true, because they were saying a lot of the same stuff, that he had this beef with him, and Pac said that, this is what he believed about Diddy or whatever. So now we move over to 50 Cent. Y'all know 50 is my boy. I do like 50 because 50 kind of crazy a little bit, just a little bit. But I like him because he a thug, but he ain't new to this. He true to it. And what I like about 50 Cent is the fact that he's not afraid to speak his mind, and he's not afraid to be who he is, and he don't care if you like it or not. But the man, at least you can just say this about him, like, he ain't perfect, but he ain't no Diddy either. Okay? Now, 50 don't really fool with Diddy either. And not only does he not fool with Diddy, but he don't fool with Jay-Z, and don't fool with any of them, like, R. Kelly and all of that. He didn't. Dame Dash left Jay-Z because of that situation around those young girls. Thank you so much, Grade A. God bless you. Thank you so much for your generous super chat. Thank you. But Dame Dash quit fooling with Jay-Z because of the activity around those young girls. And we all know what happened to Aaliyah. But 50, kind of used this opportunity to kind of, because Jay-Z been real quiet. I mean, he been real quiet. You ain't heard him say really too much of nothing. And I'm talking about so quiet, like you could hear a rat pissing on cotton in the middle of the 405, kind of quiet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's just keep it real. Let's keep it 100. Okay? So, yeah, he been real quiet. So, 50 was having a little bit of fun on his Instagram. So he had this milk carton box that I think it was a milk carton or something that he put up, like, Jay-Z's missing. Anybody seen Jay? Diddy said he ain't answering his phone. Y'all, I'm sorry, but that was funny to me. I mean, he was like, he anybody seen Jacob? Diddy say he ain't answering his phone. Y'all, I hollered. I really did, because that was funny. I like, yeah, you ain't, of course. Well, they over there in Paris partying up. You know what I'm saying? They over there having them a ball. Beyonce done had a party over there in Paris, but they was still, y'all, if y'all seen them clips of them over there in Paris, they was over there looking scared than a mug. I'm telling you. Y'all, they didn't have that presence like they just, oh, we all listen, all of that. Y'all, they was over there. Like, thank you so much, Lillian. God bless you. Thank you so much for your generous super chat, sis. They was over there looking scared in Paris, y'all. And I was like, I said, now why is 50 Cent doing this? You know, why he over here poking with them? But you know, it's the nature of the business. That's what they do. So, you know, 50 been having a little fun with it. And then we go on over to Katt Williams. But Katt Williams told us the whole time, he been said it when he was on Club Shay Shay. Y'all remember when he said in 2024, all lies will be exposed. Y'all remember when Katt said that? He had that long interview with Shannon Sharp on Club Shay Shay. And Katt Williams was talking about all the lies was going to be exposed. He said it right there. He talked about all of the stuff that they were doing. You know, all of this. 50 do be trolling a little bit. He do. I ain't gonna even lie. He do. He be trolling a little bit. But when he said, hey, y'all seen Jay Cause Diddy said he ain't answering his phone. Y'all, I was screaming. I can't even, I was hollering. That was funny to me. But Katt Williams was talking about all lies was going to be exposed. Well, he had, I'm inclined to believe that Katt probably had that information and that timeline that I put together too when I did my little research right there. Katt probably knew that all lies was getting ready to be exposed because Diddy had he had done messed with the wrong people. He knew that it was getting ready to go down after Cassie filed that lawsuit. It was up. It was up for a lot of them. Now you got these people, and he got right out there on that Shannon Sharp interview. He talked about it, and now you got these attorneys that I think are somewhere down in the southern part of the United States because their accent was southern. I don't know which state it was, but they have over 100 cases of people filing civil suits against Diddy. Right now, how in the world is this law firm gonna litigate all of these cases? How they gonna litigate all of these cases? They're not gonna litigate all of these cases. What's probably gonna end up happening is the people over there that went ahead and lit Diddy up and put him out there on blast, they probably gonna make a phone call to that law firm, and probably, you know, because these people want money, and all they want is to make sure that Diddy don't get out of jail. Okay, so they probably gonna cut a little deal. Look, we give you a little something. This is just my speculation. We give you a little something to, you know, it can't make you whole. It ain't gonna make you whole, but it's gonna, you know, give you a little something to help you out. You know what I'm saying? And send them on their way. But it looks bad in the press, and this is what is being fostered. They want that press to be, they want it to look like that in the press because it looks very daunting. It's very embarrassing. It's very shameful because it's not enough for these people when you come up against them like that. It's not enough for them to just punish you, you know, and take your freedom away from you. But they gotta make you just really, I mean, they gotta destroy your character. How dare you? How dare you come up against us like that? You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna see some other stuff probably jump off that's gonna be real crazy. So now Diddy is in jail. They say he ain't eating. They say he ain't eating. Yeah, BJ. They gonna settle with these people. They say he ain't eating. And they said that he told them that he didn't want to eat the food in the prison because he felt like somebody was trying to poison him. Now, why would you think something like that? Why would you think that the people in the prison want to poison you? Did he? Oh, you think like that because that's who you are, huh? See, that's how narcissists are. See, narcissists, they think that everyone is like them. Okay? They do. They think that everybody is like them. So they're going to, so he's being tormented in that jail. He's been tormented there. They say he don't want to eat the food because he feel like somebody poisoned. I don't know how long he gonna stay, how long he gonna be able to stay up in there with no food. And no, I don't know if he drinking anything, but they say he didn't want to eat. Maybe he think that because he ain't gonna eat, that's gonna make them pull him out of there and take him to a facility somewhere. Wherever facility he might go to, he gonna be handcuffed and shackled because they ain't letting him up out of there. He gonna be in that facility, because what you don't do is you don't go up against the hand that's feeding you, and you came from nothing, you little so and so. That's what these people looking at him like. You came from nothing, and you gonna come up against us and try, and then turn around and tell us that we racist, and you gonna try to buy our company from us? That, you know what they said? They dropped that. Look, they hung up the phone and said, "Get them." That's what they did. Get them. And if y'all know anything about them folks over there in Europe, let me tell y'all something. If you don't know, them ain't the ones you want to mess with. Y'all think these ones over here in our country is bad. Baby, you don't ever want to mess with them ones over there in Europe, baby, because that's some wickedness you ain't never seen in your life. Huh? What? Why you think the royals are over there? Huh? You ain't never seen wickedness like that, baby. And guess what is shh? You don't talk about it. You don't talk about it. No, no, no. But you ain't never seen wickedness like that. That thing is something else. And if you ever sit down and you start studying the origin of occultism, and you ever start studying the history and the lineage of that thing, it's going to take you right over there. That's where it started. A lot of this stuff that you see, man, I'm going to tell you something. You don't want to know that right there, because you go up against them. You go, baby, y'all see what Diddy going through. Y'all see what happened to him. You don't play with them. You don't play with them. You get your money, you shut up and you sit down. That's what you do. You don't go trying to combat that. Y'all see, Jay-Z ain't never had nothing. He ain't never sued them, but he went and made his own liquor brand. But y'all, when y'all really look at it, I'm gonna tell y'all something. That whole situation with Aaliyah and all of that, Jay-Z just as low down as Diddy is. Yeah, he is. If not worse, he just more quiet with his. See, the ones that you really got to watch is the ones that you don't hear about. The ones that's really quiet with what they do. They are way more treacherous than the ones that be out there doing like what Diddy was doing. See, Diddy was real reckless with his. Jay-Z is not reckless like that. But he's just as cunning, and just as I believe has maybe the same level of wickedness, if not more, than him. Because how could you hang out with somebody and be best friends with somebody like that if you not like them? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah. Jay-Z is covert. And Diddy is overt. Yep. I like that. I like that right there. Wait a minute. Let me go. Yeah, I like that, Conita J. Yeah. And the covert ones are the worst ones, because those are the ones that tend to be the psychopaths and the psychopathic individuals. Okay, those are the ones that are like the psychopaths. Like when that whole situation, I don't know if y'all know this, but what was that girl's name? The one that was they say was pregnant for Jay-Z and ended up, well, I think her last name was White. Somebody, she had her own PR firm. Let me see what her name was. I'm gonna tell y'all her name. Her name was she was considered his mistress. Kathy White. So Kathy was getting ready to go sit down and tell the press that she had been having an affair with Jay-Z and she was pregnant for him. Kathy ended up she ended up being unalived. I'm just saying. I'm just like, what happened to her? The girl was in her, I think she was in her 20s or something. Like, what happened to her? What happened? The girl ended up being unalived. I don't know, you know. Yeah, that's what they say. They say he was, you know, he was with Beyonce, and basically she was getting ready to expose that they had been having an affair, and she had gotten pregnant around the same time that Beyonce, I think, was supposed to be pregnant with Blue Ivy. Yeah. So she was getting ready to, you know, sit down because she didn't want to keep their relationship a secret anymore. She ended up being unalived. Kim Porter also turned up being unalived. Now, Kim Porter knew a lot about Diddy. And not only that, Diddy said, because Cassie wanted to marry Diddy, he never married Kim Porter, and Kim Porter had 3 biological children with him, and then she had 1 before she met Diddy. She told one of his bodyguards, remember, I got 4 with him. So she was tapping his pockets. Diddy said this was his statement, and this is what he regularly said, I guess, amongst his crew, is that he ain't marrying nobody that could come and take 50% of what he had. There was no way. There was no way. Then they said this. This was one of the conspiracies that they put out there. They said, what about who really gave birth? They said, who really gave birth to Blue Ivy? Said, do you think Blue Ivy looks like Kathy White? I don't know if I've ever really looked at Blue Ivy or Kathy White to see what they look like. I know Blue Ivy to me look like Jay-Z. But they're saying that there's some conspiracy around that too. But when you look at it, you know, it's all stuff that these people have been hiding. Kim Porter ended up being unalived. They said she ended up says she had some type of pneumonia at 47 years old. How come she couldn't be, I mean, why couldn't she be cured of that pneumonia? Why didn't they go take her to the hospital? That's not what happened. That's not what had actually happened to her. They said when Kim got back, they had been on a trip. And what will often happen after these F-off parties, these freak-off parties, is that they would order IVs for the people that was involved so they could be rehydrated through IV. I don't know what was in that IV that Kim Porter got that day or what happened with that situation. But they said that she had a journal of all of the stuff that had happened over the years with him. And she was getting ready to drop that tell-all book. Okay. And she ended up being unalived. Because this is how they hide their crap. Oh, well, the person ain't here to say nothing no more. I mean, like, what kind of like, what you are a monster. If you do stuff like that's a monster, y'all. But this is how they think. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about their money. Remember, the Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. The love of it. It don't say that it's the root of some evil. It doesn't say it's the root of maybe every now and then evil. It don't say that. It says that it is the root of all evil, not money itself. The love of it is the root of all evil. So wherever you see wickedness taking place on a level, on levels like this, you gotta know that it's some money somewhere. Okay, there's some contracts, there's some bank accounts. Somebody is getting paid off of this wickedness. Okay, they are. And that's just the way that it is. And the thing about it is this: when you see the way that Aaliyah's life was cut short like that was awful. Okay, Aaliyah, Jay-Z, and it's in the tapes, y'all can go look it up for yourself. Aaliyah did not want to have anything to do with Jay-Z. Okay, Dame Dash started dating Aaliyah, right? He couldn't be around R. Kelly and that whole circle after he found out what R. Kelly was trying to do with Aaliyah. He had to cut ties with all of that. But see, Dame Dash cut ties with them, but Jay-Z kept his ties with R. Kelly. He even did an album with him. But when you when you reject a narcissist, like somebody like Jay-Z, he's a covert. I'm gonna tell you something. That right there on that level with that type of wickedness, I'm telling you, it screams psychopath. Next thing you know, Aaliyah, they said that she wasn't even supposed to be on that plane. They said that she was even taken on the plane. That she was heavily drugged. That's what they said. So she was heavily drugged and had to be carried onto the plane. She wasn't supposed to be on that plane. But then by the time that happened to her, I think Beyonce had just showed up on the scene, right? He had just made like contact with her. So y'all already know that if Aaliyah was still alive, there is no way that Beyonce would have the type of fame that she does. Aaliyah was cold. She was cold with her craft. Her vocals was smooth. She was an all-around entertainer, baby. Oh, yes, she was. Aaliyah was bad. Y'all seen that video that she did, Rock the Boat? The girl, and she didn't have to get out there in no heels either. A lot of times you would see Aaliyah out there dancing in those sneakers. But when I tell you that Aaliyah was cold, her vocals was smooth. She was cut for it, baby. She was built for the industry. Okay, she was. There's no way. Beyonce would be where she is. And yeah, she was beautiful. Alicia, she was. She's beautiful. And I don't care nothing. I don't care what the Beehive got to say about it. They say what they want to say. Is Beyonce talented? Yeah, she talented. Is she beautiful? Yeah. But to me, when it came to her and Aaliyah, baby, Aaliyah, no. Aaliyah was it. She had that it factor. She really did. So what happens is, see, when people in power like that, when they want to rise, they'll figure out ways to take people down. So they don't have any competition. You see how that works? So they don't have any competition. Yeah, 1 in a million. Your love is a 1 in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long. Yeah, that's Aaliyah. She was cold. Vocals bad. Yeah. Yes. Yes, she did, HT. She had class. I ain't said Beyonce, no. She little hood with it. But look who she married to. But at the end of the day, I want y'all to understand all of this right here, everything that I talked about in this video tonight was about money. That's what it was. It's about money. Don't ever let yourself get in a situation where you feel like it's all about the money to you. And you'll do anything for it. These people do anything for money. And they have done it. They done unalive people. They have destroyed people's lives. Yeah, Sasha Fierce is all off up in there. That's Beyonce's alter ego. That's her demon. But I'm going to tell y'all, all of this stuff, and I saw that in the comments, but all of this stuff is because of the love of money. That's it. So whenever you see these stories circulating, now you know why Diddy got smacked. You know, that thing hit him the way it hit him. He messed with the wrong folks. Don't mess with them people over there in Europe and sit up there and call them racist. They already know what they are. Let me tell you something. You think you experience some racism over here in the US? Go to Europe. Okay? I don't even know how people of color live over there. Okay? Because they are very vocal about the way that they feel. And they ain't trying to hide it. They ain't trying to hide it. And on top of all of that, let me go on out there and say what I want to say. And then I'm like, but you ain't even cute though. You ain't. Them some of the wow. You know what I'm saying? I was glad to get back to US soil. I was like, we got beautiful folks over here. You go over there, what is that? You know what? I mean, seriously, if some of y'all done been over there and seen them, some of y'all done been over there and seen them. Y'all have an orthodontist office on every corner. Yeah. On every corner. About like LA got a church on every corner. They need to have the orthodontist office on every corner. It's real different. But I guess, some people like that, they don't all look like that, but it's a whole bunch of them over there that just ain't. You just be like, wow, that's amazing. And you walk around looking like that every day. Wow. That is, and you got on makeup? That kind of makeup is that? I mean, it still make you look like that with makeup on. I mean, what kind of lipstick is that? Foundation. What? You still looking like you got on is that mascara? And you got on lashes too, and oh man, can I see a picture of your parents? You you like, can I see a picture of your, because I just can't believe. Did you make it through school okay? I mean, did you come out of school with some, some hard knocks? Because kids can be real mean, You just be wanting to ask because you just really, I'm telling y'all, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. And you got the nerve to be like that towards people, and you look like that. Now, I ain't saying this everybody. I'm not saying this everybody. Okay? It ain't everybody, but it's a whole lot of them. Yeah, it's a whole lot of them that do look like that. And it ain't pretty. No, it's not. So, but at the end of the day, it don't matter how they look. They got a whole, there's some over there that's got a whole lot of money. They can break that, they can go get a surgery, break their face and look like somebody else. But remember, y'all, there's a history here. Remember when Michael Jackson, they wanted to take the masters to the Beatles, I think it was, or some masters that he had. They took that man through all types of changes. Look what they did to Bill Cosby when he tried to go buy NBC. I'm telling y'all, it's a pattern right here. And this one right here. Hey, Keisha. This one right here. It ain't slacking and it ain't lacking in that pattern. You don't mess with them. You don't mess with them. You get your money, you get your check, and you go on to the house. You don't try to rise up above folks that have wickedness in high places and all of this kind of stuff, you ain't even never had access to, and you ain't never seen that type of wickedness. Come on now. I'm just saying. So that's what it is, y'all. So I had to jump out here and talk about it. That Puff, he's something else. He really is. But he don't, they oh, okay, I got you, BJ. I saw you on the text. Thank you. But unfortunately, he ticked off the wrong folks, y'all. And that's what happened. And it's unfortunate that happened to him, but y'all can see the timeline that I drawed out for yourself. Go research what I told you. Go research about Jamie, Aaliyah, and all of them. Okay. And 50 Cent, if you hear this video, leave Jay-Z alone. Quit picking at that man. Y'all know he ain't though. Y'all know he ain't though. Y'all listen, I love y'all. If y'all listen, we're gonna be doing a couple of mentorship live streams too, so y'all can jump in the chat and ask some questions. So for those of y'all that haven't been able to make it out to the interest meetings, we're probably gonna do a little bit of that. And so we're still doing we still have a few slots to fill with the mentorship program. So y'all make sure when y'all see the mentorship live stream come up, make sure you jump in the chat. For those of you that are interested in me becoming your mentor, and we getting that mentorship where we get that personalized time together as we grow as a group. Okay, so it's not going to be a real big group, but it's going to be enough of us where we can have a good time. We can learn and we can love on each other. We can talk about things like this, and we get to say stuff that we can't say on the platform because y'all already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? We are highly censored on these videos, but anyway, we get to really dig deep. All right. So family, listen, you know I love y'all. I want y'all to take real good care of yourselves, and make sure y'all, if y'all hear somebody else draw that timeline out right there, y'all make sure y'all hit your girl up, because I want to see what they saying, and I want to see if they reference it, because I have not heard anybody put that timeline together. And I thank God for the revelation and the research to be able to see what happened. Patricia, you want to be mentored? All right, send me an email. If y'all want to be in the mentorship group and you are in the chat right now, theteaonnpd@gmail.com. Listen, you can be mentored. The pricing is as low as it's under $150 a month. It sure is. And that is a huge, that's huge. And so we're going to be in this program for 12 months. We got a lot of good stuff, power packed workshops and everything that we're going to have up in there. But I'll put the email address in here so y'all can see that. Hold on, y'all. Let me go back. Let me go to the chat, the comments. There we go. Let's go to the chat. So I'll put the T on NPD. Hold on. I'll put it in the chat for y'all before we get off. The T on NPD@gmail.com. I can send you the information that we have on the follow-up letter, and y'all can get that. We got some beautiful people that, you do have to be accepted, y'all. Okay, so there is an exception process for the mentorship program. We don't just accept everybody, because we want to have a good experience, and we want to make sure that we're a good fit for you. We want to make sure that you're a good fit for us. Me and my team, we want to make sure that we got the right people in place so we can move forward. So there is a process that you go through, and there is an exception letter. If you are accepted into the mentorship program, then and we do have we have quite a few that have, well, actually, yeah, we do. We have a few that have been accepted, or more than a few that have been accepted. And congratulations to you all that have been accepted. Congratulations and welcome. And yeah, so there is a process that you go through to get into the mentorship program. All right. So if you are interested, let's get the process going. Let's talk about it. Let's meet. Let's ask those questions. Let's talk about it. Let's hammer down the timeline, get your finances together, because this is an investment in you. Okay. This is not a free program, and it is not a cheap program. It's cheap for some people because people have, we have to get into the mindset of investing in us. Okay. I really want to, especially with my mentorship group, I'm going to really, really talk and preach the mindset of elevation. Okay. We will do everything for a narcissist. We will pull money out the sky, out the ground, out the walls, and everything else. But when it comes to investing in ourselves, we'll say, oh, I don't have that. I don't. We have to get out of that mindset, because you're never going to be able to move out of zigzag if you don't understand that there's a process to get out. And a lot of times the process is not in your head. It's actually been placed in someone else to lead you out. You understand what I'm saying? Mentors will help you avoid a lot of problems and a lot of pitfalls and things that you would do in your life just simply because you don't have information. Right? But when you have a mentor that is powered by the Holy Spirit, okay, not only that, cutting edge, understand the spiritual realm, all right, and is gifted with the gift of prophecy on top of all of that. Listen, you got somebody fighting with you. That would be me. Okay. That would be me. And I'm not tooting my own horn. Y'all know what I do on Thursday night live streams. I don't have to get out here and try to toot my horn and say that I'm somebody that I'm not. Y'all see what I do Thursday after Thursday. My work speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. And guess what? You are worth the investment. You are worth it. You're worth the investment. So you see the email. Thank you, Sharon. We got some. Look, we got some folks that some of my mentees are off up in here. Okay, they off up in here. These are people with if you're gonna get in a program like this, this is definitely people that take mentors. These are people with elevated mindsets. You have to have an elevated mindset to deal with a mentor, because a mentor is gonna stretch you. They're going to stretch you. They're going to cause you to think about what you do and cause you to definitely elevate in your life, because that is what it's about, is an elevated mindset, so that you can move forward, do bigger, better, and brighter things than your mentor. That's what it's about, y'all. That's what it's about. I want every mentor that sits under me. Y'all better do better than me. You better come out swinging, popping, and doing everything. I want to see what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? Because not only do you get to brag about what you're doing, but I get to say, you know what? That's what I'm talking about right there. You took the information that I gave to you and you took it to a whole nother level. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do that. And it ain't, and listen, that's not no $20-$30 deal right there. That's you investing in who you are. Okay? That's you investing in who you are. That's it right there. That's it, and that's all. I see you, Life Coach Michelle, in the house. I got mentees hollering at us in the chat. Y'all, they know. Some of them, look, they done got their acceptance letters. They doing their thing. They rocking out. They done paid their deposits. They ready to go. They ready to go. Okay. So when y'all see us have that mentorship community live stream, jump in the chat. If we got a few slots left, and we're going to be underway on November the 2nd. We're going to be underway, ready to go. Y'all, I'm putting everything into my ladies. We don't have any men in there yet, but I'm putting everything, all that God has given me, I'm putting it there. Okay, because those people that believe in themselves and invest in themselves to be there in that mentorship group with us, me and my team, we giving y'all everything we got. We're going to give you everything we got. That's it, and that's all. And you get to join me in July. Y'all know y'all meal and everything's going to be paid for. Y'all know what's happening in July. My mentors, y'all got VIP invitations to the wedding. Y'all mentees, y'all know y'all got VIP. Those that have already been accepted, y'all already know. Y'all already know. And then at the end of our mentorship group, we are doing our graduation. We're doing our graduation at Fleming's, y'all. Yes, we are. We're going to have a dedicated menu, a dedicated room. We're going to decide where we going. Okay, which city we going to be in. And we're going to have a dedicated room where we're going to be able to do our graduation. We're going to talk, but we're going to meet in person. Okay, so we're not going to just meet in person in July. Okay, when y'all come out, because my team, also the ones that are handling the coordination for the wedding, they know that all of the mentees that will be coming in, you all have reserved VIP seating for that event, because I want you all to be together. Okay, so when we do our end of the year event, we're going to dress up real nice. We're going to go have our dinner. We're going to do our graduation, and we're going to have a good time. We're going to party, but we're going to party in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. So y'all send them emails if y'all want to, if you're interested. Like I said, it's an investment in you for under $150 a month. Come on, where y'all getting that? And you definitely can't get it like that on my coaching sessions, because the coaching sessions are the coaching sessions are definitely more expensive, because that's one-on-one. Okay, so you got the email address. It's also pinned in the description. When you see that mentorship community live stream pop up, y'all better jump on in there. All right, I got my mentees already. Yes, Patricia, in July of next year. Yes, y'all see Mr. McKeon come in. Yes, indeed. And I'm gonna show y'all how to get the ring. My mentees, I'm gonna show y'all how to get the ring, honey. Okay. Y'all know I'm gonna be sharing them secrets, because see, we can talk about stuff in there that we can't talk about out here. But I'm going to share with y'all investing in yourself, and you're investing in your future. And I'm going to give you the secrets. I'm going to tell you exactly what you did. And it's all centered around the word of God. You got to know the principles. You got to know how to take that word and make it work for you. You got to know how to do it. Thank you, HT. You got to know how to do it. And so all of and the wonderful thing about it too is that the principles, the classes that we're teaching, it's all based around scripture. This ain't my stuff. This ain't nobody else's stuff. This is all based around scripture. Okay, this is what it's about. It's about you taking your life to the next level. It's about an elevated mindset so that you can go fulfill your purpose and your destiny. Let me tell you, it's a lot of people that want to know what their purpose and destiny is, and they don't have nobody to really sit down and tell them, because they don't have anybody that understand the spirit. They may not have anybody around them that understand the spiritual realm, that can look at them, that can talk to them and discern their gifts and talents, and to be able to tell them this is where you need to be. You understand what I'm saying? But listen, I got folks that can testify. I got a proven track record. When I tell you something, you better write a book by. Where's BJ? Where is she? Is she still in the chat? BJ, you still in the chat? This one right here, she's known me for 20 some years. She's known me for 20 some odd years. She'll tell you. When I tell you something, this was even, and she knew that because we worked together, even when I wasn't really walking with the Lord years ago, like I was supposed to. This is how you know that the gifts of the Lord are without repentance. I told her some stuff about the job that we had, told her how it was going to happen and everything. Okay. This was years before it took place. When I tell you that thing happened just like I said it was going to happen, 1000%. I'm talking about to the letter. It happened just like I said it was going to happen. And I ain't tooting my own horn, but I'm just telling you, this is how God has blessed me. That's it. Y'all know. I come back Thursday after Thursday and do the same and look, deliver that information, that revelation. This is what it is. This is what it is. All right. So, family, y'all know I love y'all, and I'm going to see y'all on the next video. Send them emails in. If y'all want to be a part of that mentorship program, it's going to cost you more than $20. I can tell you that right now, but I tell you, it's going to be worth every dime you spend on yourself. It's an investment in you. All right. All right, family. So I love y'all. I will see y'all on the next video, fam. And may the words of our mouth and the meditation of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, our strength and our Redeemer. In Jesus' name, I pray. We pray. Amen. Thank you so much, everyone. I love y'all, and I will see you all on the next video. I'll see you healed and whole at the top. Y'all get at your girl. All right, y'all. If you want to be a part of that mentorship program, send me an email. We'll get you the information. Get in that live stream. I love y'all, family. Good night, everybody. Good night.